Scott, welcome back to the Hangar Bar.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being here.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. So today, or this week's episode, we are going to start something kind of quick hit, kind of panic inducing, perhaps.
Okay.
But it should be a fairly lively conversation.
Okay.
And listeners, we want you involved in this as well. We are calling this Eliminate One. And this first one is going to kind of hit hard, I think. So let's jump right in. 5 restaurants entered Disney Springs. Only one can claim the crown. After 5 brutal rounds of eliminations, one dining destination will earn the title of Best Restaurant at Disney Springs. Scott,
Okay.
let the magic begin.
Okay. Hey, welcome to Hanging at the Hangar Bar. I'm Scott.
And I'm Candace. We're here to chat all things Disney as child-free Disney adults. Stories, snacks, and a little magic along the way.
Grab a drink and get comfy and come hang out with us.
All right, welcome back, everyone. If this is your first time listening, welcome to Hanging at the Hangar Bar. Returning listeners, members of the crew, welcome back.
So happy to have all of you here.
Yes, we are. So as I mentioned in the open, we are going to do kind of a quick hit episode series about eliminating one. And this is going to be fairly panicking inducing, I'm pretty sure, because we're going to be talking about getting rid of some of our favorite things.
Yes.
This episode, we are talking about beloved restaurants at Disney Springs.
Ooh.
I know. Considering that's how we start our trip, this could vastly impact future trips going forward if this was real, but it's not.
But if you think about it, this might be how you have to plan a trip.
Yeah.
There is so much goodness that you have to make your mind up to be like, what am I going to give up? Or what? Because you might only have one Disney Springs day.
Right.
And you can't go to 30 different restaurants.
For a number of reasons.
Right.
Right.
As gluttonous as I am, I can't eat that much food.
And we don't have unlimited funds.
Right.
Which, because it is Disney, there's a luxury tax on it for sure. So let's go ahead and announce our contestants.
Okay.
Number 1, we have Chef Art Smith's Homecoming.
Okay.
In the number 2 spot, these are in no particular order, by the way.
Okay.
We have Morimoto Asia.
Okay.
The 3rd spot, we have
Raglan Road.
Raglan Road. The 4th spot, we have Haleo.
Yep.
And number 5, we have Polite Pig.
Polite Pig.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And
Dun,
one
dun.
has to go.
One has to go.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So as you're listening to this, dear listeners, share us with your friends. Come out to Discord, join us, come out to Facebook, Instagram, all the places. Let us know what we got right and what your eliminations were and why. Let's talk about it.
Let's jump in.
Okay. So round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Atmosphere and Disney magic.
Ooh, so we're going to do this in, like, there's a theme that's going to help us. It's not just us randomly saying,
Right.
this has got to go.
Right.
So are we Disney magic and atmosphere?
Mm-hmm.
Are we choosing the one that's least that has to be eliminated?
It's coming.
Okay.
The question for this round is, which restaurant delivers the most memorable overall experience? Consider these when you're going through this. Theming, views, entertainment, and wow factor.
Okay. And are we picking the one that stays?
No, we're picking the one to eliminate.
So
the least of all of those considerations is the one that's got to get the boot.
Okay. No. Okay, so let's run through these just from kind of a restaurant perspective first.
Okay.
Chef Art Smith's Down Home Southern Cookin'.
Yes.
Run by Chef Art Smith.
Yes.
Former Disney College program person.
Yes.
Now restaurateur in Disney Springs.
Oprah's chef for Lord knows how many
Right.
years.
You have Morimoto Asia, which is typical Morimoto Asian cuisine, Asian fusion kind of food.
Fantabulousness, Iron
Right.
Chef, Masaharu,
Morimoto.
Morimoto, amazing.
Great
I'm
food.
still living for the day where we get to go and he's actually there.
Right. Sticky ribs will change your life.
Oh, and we are not lying about that. And they're available at the street food stand
Street
right
food, yep.
outside. So you don't have to make the whole reservation.
Yep.
Whatever.
Then you have Raglan Road, which is Disney Springs Irish bar.
Yes. Fabulous. Irish dancers, musicians.
And Raglan Road, is it owned by Disney?
No.
No. Okay.
That's the thing with this, is none of these are owned by Disney.
Okay. I thought there was one in Disney Springs that was, but I very well could be wrong about that.
None of these particular restaurants.
Okay. Then you have Haleo.
Yes.
Who's the chef for that one?
Jose Andres.
Jose Andres, and it's tapas.
Yes, Spanish style tapas, delicious, fantastic. We did get in some entertainment when we were there. They had the flamenco dancer. Amazing.
Yeah.
Great experience.
Yeah. Fantastic. Then the last one is Polite Pig, only quick service that made the list.
Well, it's kind of quick service because, I mean, you stand in line to order your food, but then after that you get a buzzer and it becomes table service. So we're going to call it hybrid, just to be fair. But it's bourbon bar, barbecue.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yes.
Okay.
So our first category that we're kind of eliminating based on is Disney magic.
And atmosphere.
Theming.
Views, entertainment, wow factor.
So if I think about this, I brought up Polite Pig being the only quick service on the list for a reason, with that in mind. Good food, good drinks, hybrid, it feels like a quick service.
It does.
Not a lot of theming that I've noticed, other than barbecue joint.
Which is fabulous.
Right. Then you have, if I'm trying to think of things from a theming perspective, then you go over to Morimoto Asia, which feels like every other Morimoto place we've been to. Same food.
Well, same food, yes, but comparing it to the theming of Momo-san that we went to in Miami, it felt a little bit more upscale.
More elevated, but is there a story there in Morimoto Asia?
Not as
Or is
big
it just a fancy Japanese restaurant?
I think it's fancy for the price tag. Right. Like, they had to make it fancy to justify the price tag because it is cha-ching.
Right. Haleo feels like there's a story to tell because it's about the chef.
Yes.
Art Smith's Homecoming feels like there's a story to tell because it's about the chef. Raglan Road has a story to tell because you're in Ireland.
That, and there are so many stories in that restaurant, like the bar, the dancers, everything.
Right.
Eddie Maserati.
Right.
The whole
bit. The whole bit. So.
But if you're also, like, part of our consideration is also views.
Right.
So I would probably eliminate, with all of these things that we've been talking about in mind, I would probably eliminate Polite Pig first.
Yeah.
Because it's there and it's fantastic, but it's a quick service.
And if you think about where those other restaurants are in Disney Springs, Polite Pig is the one that feels most like mall food.
Yeah.
Mall views.
Yeah. You're just looking out at walkways.
Right.
Full of people.
Right. With stores, like shopping stores nearby.
Yes.
Yeah. As much as I hate it because they served me a bourbon while I was standing in line waiting to order my food, and they just brought the bourbon menu and you could order anything from it and they would find you back in line again. I don't know if it was just because it was that busy that they did that, but that was pretty phenomenal. And then the hybrid is unique.
Yeah, it is. But it doesn't outweigh me wanting to go to some of the other places more.
Right. Okay. So if we have to choose just one to be eliminated, Polite Pig's the one for the first round.
Okay.
You good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right. Round 2. This is now between Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, Morimoto Asia, Haleo, and Raglan Road. Okay. Second round, signature dish showdown.
Okay.
Each restaurant enters one must order item and to consider the uniqueness, the presentation, the craveability, and would you return specifically for it?
Okay.
We have some pretty big contenders here.
Right.
We have the sticky ribs from Morimoto,
Mm-hmm.
which we've already talked about. I think from Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, we have to do the fried chicken.
Yep. And their drop biscuits.
And yes. I want one.
Yeah, exactly.
From Haleo, I almost think we have to do the chicken croquetas just because they're so popular.
They're the most well done, but I don't know that they would be, or not the most well done. They're the most popular, the most talked about, but I don't know if it would be their signature dish.
Also, the Iberico pork.
Yeah, the Iberico ham that they carve tableside.
Yeah, which is an experience in itself, let me
Yeah.
tell you. And then for Raglan Road, signature dish.
Bread pudding,
Okay.
bangers and mash.
Yeah, I was also thinking the brown bread.
Yeah, the brown bread. Okay.
Okay, so all of those have different unique perspectives. They're all presented beautifully.
Yep.
Craveability.
Ooh, if we talk craveability, the Iberico ham kind of misses the mark for me.
A little bit. Even the chicken croquetas kind of, I mean, if I'm there, I'm going to get them, but
Yeah, they weren't as good as everybody says they are online.
no,
I don't think. They were decent.
they were fine. I'm glad we tried them,
Yeah.
and I would get them again, but it's not something that I'm going to go
You're not
back to
seeking
just
out.
get those.
Yeah, you're not seeking them out. If we think about Raglan Road, typical Irish bar food.
It really is,
Presentation wise, it looks like Irish food on a plate.
which isn't always the greatest.
Right. It's delicious.
Stick to your ribs kind of food. There's
Right.
nothing light on the menu.
Right. But like if you tell me the only thing that I think about from Raglan Road is that bread pudding. And it's my third or fourth favorite bread pudding on property.
So not really.
Right. Not really craveable. If I'm craving bread pudding, it's going to be from Olivia's or from Epcot.
Yep. I agree.
That's where I'm going to think about first.
Okay. So clearly Morimoto is the winner there with the sticky ribs.
I probably because there's a lot of nostalgia for you and I
Yes.
in those sticky ribs.
Yes, there are. A lot.
Whereas I think the fried chicken and the drop biscuits and that kind of thing from Chef Art Smith are probably just as delicious. If we had had those first, it may take the place of the sticky ribs, but I think you get where I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
nostalgia's weighing that to be number one. I probably, for the price point for what you get, I would probably eliminate Haleo.
I was just thinking the same thing. Because, well, I would seriously recommend everybody try that, especially if you're an adventurous eater.
Mm-hmm.
Also get the salt air margarita because it is delightful.
Yeah.
But yes, I would agree. It's an expensive adventure. And if you're there, fine. But there are other places that I think I would recommend over there.
Right. Yeah, I would
Okay.
agree. Okay, so we're in agreement on Haleo for
Yes.
that round. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so we have 3 places left.
Yep.
Morimoto Asia,
Yep.
Chef Art Smith's Homecoming,
And Raglan
and
Road.
Raglan Road.
Yep.
All right, our next round is value for the money. The question is, if a first-time Disney guest only has one Disney Springs meal, where do they get the best value? And when we're answering this question, we need to consider portion size, quality of food, price, and overall satisfaction.
Here's the thing with Disney Springs. Everything is big portion sizes.
Yes, but it has to be to justify the price that they're
Right.
charging.
So, like, you look at all of these, probably the one where the portion sizes are most human-sized portions would be Morimoto Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Just typical high-end Japanese restaurant, smaller bites, entrees are decent sized portions. Of all the places you're going to need a doggy bag from, Morimoto is probably the least likely to need a doggy bag, depending on how much you order.
Correct.
Chef Art Smith fills a plate like he's a Southern grandpa. Right?
Yes.
And then Raglan Road, we already talked about that. They fill your plate full of Irish food.
And it's all comfort food.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't reheat the best.
Probably not. Value for the money, Morimoto's the most expensive of the three left.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
It's probably the highest quality of the three left.
I would agree with that as well.
Would we feel like Morimoto Asia, the restaurant itself, not the street food side, would be worth it without the dining plan?
It would be a harder ask for me.
Right.
To go in and pay for it.
Right.
I mean, we paid for it, but you know what I mean.
Right. Whereas Raglan Road and Chef Art Smith's Homecoming,
hands down,
we go to every time.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're asking me value for money, I'm going to choose the sticky ribs from the street food before I go sit down inside of Morimoto Asia again.
Right. And I think that's one thing not in favor of Morimoto is the fact that you can just go to the street food, same kitchen, it's attached, but you can still get the favorites from inside.
Yeah.
And walk around with them or sit and whatever.
Yeah. So if I'm eliminating one here, it's Morimoto.
Okay.
I think it's too expensive for what you get when you sit down.
I agree.
Because the prices outside in the street food are also less expensive. You get the sticky ribs inside versus outside. They're cheaper outside.
Yes.
You might get less, but I don't know for sure. But it just feels like a better value at the street food than it does inside.
I agree.
So are you comfortable eliminating that? That's one of your favorite places.
I know, but I'm okay.
Okay. I am shocked Raglan Road has made it this far.
I know, right? But it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have two left.
Yep.
Chef Art Smith's and Raglan Road.
Yep.
Round 4.
Yes.
Of our adventure. Would you recommend it to everyone? Could you confidently send a family here? Not that matters. I mean, we are a family, but ankle biters involved. Could you send a foodie here? Could you send a couple on date night here? And could you send a solo traveler here?
I'm interested in your take first.
So I think a family could go to either one of them and be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think a foodie could go to both of them and be fine, which is primarily why we've gone to both. A couple on a date night, I think you could probably... I guess it would depend on what you're looking for in a date night.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're both not really, I would say, romantic places. But we went to Raglan Road a couple times to celebrate an anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been fine. And I can't think that Art Smith's, unless you're expecting waiters in tuxedos and candlelight dinners and violins at the table.
Which you're not going to find at Disney Springs anywhere.
Well, you might someplace. I don't know where it is, but it might be there somewhere.
Yeah.
So probably not either one of them. So they kind of cancel each other out there.
Okay.
And I think a solo traveler would be fine in either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably say, just because some people have a little bit pickier palates than other people, I would probably lean in favor a little bit more of Chef Art Smith's, just because it's more familiar food.
Okay.
Than some of the more worldly cuisine that you would get at Raglan Road.
Irish food being called worldly.
Hey, it's different.
It is different than American food for sure. Raglan Road is more of a show.
Yeah. For sure.
So if you think about it from a date night, why did we pick it for anniversary celebrations? Theming. The show involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
The Irishness of it. Whereas Chef Art Smith's is a restaurant.
Good down-home food.
Right. So as I think about, like, if somebody were to come to me and say, "Hey, Art Smith's or Raglan Road, which one do I choose?" I ask them, "Are you in it for the show or are you in it for the food?"
Okay.
If you're in it for the show, Raglan Road is the choice. If you're in it for the food, Homecoming is the choice. Not to mention, date night, you can get yourself a half gallon of moonshine and walk around Disney Springs with it until you fall into a canal.
That's a bad ending date night.
Or you get just enough moonshine to make it a good ending to a date night.
All right, we don't need to go any further. Thank you. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
Raglan Road is loud.
It is. And I think it could be potentially overwhelming to a solo traveler.
I think it could be overwhelming to everybody. Like, are you going to talk? Do you want to be able to talk at your table about things happening, like your trip, your whatever? Or are you there for the show and for the food?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Whereas when we did Homecoming with some friends, we were able to have a conversation. We would not have had the same conversation in Raglan Road that we had in Homecoming.
Not interrupted.
Right, because the dancers, the show, the
Right.
loudness, how enclosed it is and how tight everything is. I think it just feels very much like a louder experience.
Right.
So you have to be into that. I can't send everybody into that environment.
No.
I could send everybody into Art Smith's.
Yeah. And to be perfectly honest, you couldn't send me into that environment every day.
Right.
And I've been there.
Right.
But there are some days where I'm just like, nope, not today.
Yeah.
Brain's not handling that today.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So I think we just picked our winner.
Yeah, I think Raglan Road is probably our last cut it out.
Lovely. Thank you. So that means that Chef Art Smith's is the winner.
It is. I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Is this recency bias for us?
it could be.
Because that's the place we ate at of all of those most recently.
It very well could be.
Like
And you just mentioned we had a meal with some fantastic friends.
right.
And it was a great experience. We had one of the original servers that was there since it opened.
Right.
Hand chosen by Chef Art Smith himself.
Right.
So that was cool. But yeah, there might be some bias around this. So listeners, did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? And why?
Yeah. One more question for you before we wrap up.
Yeah.
If I were to tell you we were going to Disney Springs tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
would the first call be Homecoming for a reservation?
Probably.
Okay. Because your perfect Disney Springs day included Polite Pig.
Well, but you can't have reservations to a quick service restaurant.
That's true. That's true. Is Homecoming where we would end up?
More than likely. But again, I think a lot of that is recency bias.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while since we've been to Raglan Road.
Yep.
It's been a while since we've been to Morimoto. And it's been not as long, but a little bit since we've been to Haleo, and I wouldn't mind trying that again.
Yep. Yeah. So that's the thing is with this kind of an episode, as we continue to do this, we could record this tomorrow and it might end up different.
Maybe.
And there may be some of these in the future where we have flat out arguments
Okay.
about why things, I think we pretty much agree on our food choices and that kind of thing. But I think there's an opportunity where we may very likely, when we get into some of these in the future, have some disagreements, which is fine. That'll make them a lot more fun. But I think
This was fun.
it was fun. Don't get me wrong.
Go on.
You got what I meant.
I did.
Arguing is fun.
For you.
We're just saying Homecoming today. It may be different tomorrow.
Yes.
And that's why we want you to come out and the criteria that we used Did your elimination bracket end up the same? As you removed one by one, did you get down to homecoming as well? Or were you cheering or yelling at us as we went through? Because that's why I asked about recency bias for a reason. I don't know that we would choose homecoming if we were going to Disney Springs tomorrow.
You might not. But you told me about the biscuits. You reminded me of those biscuits. I
Right.
want the biscuits.
Right. Or you go get an order of to-go biscuits and stop by Morimoto Oja Street Food and get some sticky ribs and have ribs and biscuits.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
See, this is what you can do at Disney Springs, people.
Uh-huh. And then a drink from the Hangar Bar
Right.
and live it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. Okay, and these were just restaurants that we've been to.
Yes.
There's other restaurants down there, like we have not been to Wine Bar George. We've not been to, what's the steakhouse?
STK.
STK. We have not been to Enzo's Hideaway. We have not been to, well, we've been to the Edison. That one didn't even make our list.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's lots down there to do. But yeah, this was interesting. This was fun. My brain hurts a little bit.
A little bit.
But that's okay.
And listeners, we need you to help us pick the next category of Eliminate One.
Yeah.
So again, come out to our Discord, come out to our Facebook, come out to our Instagram. Let us know.
Yeah. 100%. Anything else you want to talk about today?
Not today.
Okay. Remember, there is always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
And we'll see you real soon.